Almost every golf grip tutorial on YouTube has been made by right-handed golfers, mirrored through the camera for right-handed bodies, explained in right-handed terminology. And if you're a lefty, of course you're gonna end up with a slightly incorrect grip. I'm Sohail, a lefty who's translated all of those videos so that they make sense for us lefties. In the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you how to grip a golf club by a lefty, for a lefty, with all the right cues and the right angles so that you know you're gripping your golf club correctly. Oh, and I'll also show you 3 most common mistakes lefties make when gripping their golf clubs. Let's do it. Let's get the biggest confusion out the way, which is hands. Right hand, left hand, lead hand, trail hand. If you're watching videos on the internet made by righties, they're gonna tell you right hand, you're gonna have to switch it around. All of that leads to confusion for lefties. So I'm gonna keep it simple in this video. Lead hand is always the hand that is closest to the target. In this case, if the target is that way, my lead hand is always my right hand. For a lefty, it is my right hand, and the trail hand is the left hand. So when I talk in this video about my lead hand, it's always the right hand. Just imagine lead, you're leading to the target. It's simple as that. And if you keep that in mind, a lot of the confusion will go away regardless of you watching this video or any other video by any other instructor. The first question is always, how do you pick up the golf club? And for lefties, you always pick up the golf club with your lead hand. That is, the lead right hand is how you pick up the golf club from the floor if I was picking it up for the first time. And let me show you how this looks if you're picking it up from the camera's point of view. So if the golf club is there, I'll always pick it up with the lead hand. Once you've picked it up, you need to grip it correctly. So in order to grip it, you start with your lead hand, index finger, and end with the palm on your little finger. So that is going diagonally across there. You can then close with your fingers and then wrap the rest of your hand around the club. Let me open it and let's have a look at it. You can see the shadow. That is literally where you want your golf club to go. So I'll put it in there, I'll close, boom. It's as simple as that in how you grip with your lead hand. And here's a little trick to make sure you always get this right. You see the V that you make? That V should always point towards your trail shoulder. Your left shoulder is where that V should point to. It shouldn't point back towards your lead. It should point towards your trail shoulder. So whenever you grip the club, make sure that it's roughly pointing in that direction, and that way you know that your lead hand is set on the club correctly. Now that you've got the lead hand set correctly, the trail hand should follow the same principle, making sure that you're holding it within your fingers and not in your palms, and then simply wrapping it around the golf club. It's as simple as that. In your fingers, wrap it around. The key tip here is that the V on your left hand, your trail hand, should also go to the trail shoulder. It shouldn't point any other direction. It should point the same direction that the lead hand V is pointing. And that way you're going to make sure that everything is aligned correctly and your grip is good to go. Now that you've seen it from the point of view camera, I'm going to turn it around and show you the same thing again. The lead hand has a perfect alignment. The V is going in the direction I want it to. Your trail hand, simply fingers, wrap it around, and I'm going to take the lead hand off to show you that the V is pointing on my trail hand to the same direction, on my left shoulder. That's where the V for both of them should be. So if the club is there, I've already got it gripped with my lead hand. Do the same with the trail hand in your fingers and you are good to go with gripping the club with both the hands. Next up, what the back of the grip should look like. Now that we've got the lead and the trail hand on the club, let's talk about how you grip the club on the back. There are 3 different ways you can do it. You can have a baseball grip, where there is no overlapping between the 2 hands and the fingers at the back. You can have an overlap grip where your pinky is overlapping the index finger of your lead hand, a little bit like this. Or you could have an interlock grip. So they're the three options: baseball, overlap, interlock. What should you choose? Experiment. This is where you should hit 100 balls with the baseball, 100 balls with the interlock, 100 balls with the overlap, and see which one feels the most comfortable to you. It's all about comfort, not about which one is right. So let's go through that again. You've got the baseball, you've got the interlock, you've got the overlap. Try all of those out. See which one suits you best or which one makes you feel the most comfortable when you're behind the ball, and use that. Now that you have your lead hand, trail hand, the grip all sorted, let's talk about pressure. How much pressure should you exert on the golf grip? Even the amount of pressure that you exert is slightly different for lefties because your lead hand will exert a different amount of pressure to your trail hand. There is a general boundary for how much pressure you should be exerting. You're not trying to overkill this golf club. The analogy that I use is you're trying to get some toothpaste out onto your brush. How much pressure do you exert? If you exert too much, you're probably going to squeeze out the entire toothpaste and you're not going to have any left. You want to be gentle there. And so if you take the same principle and apply it to your grip pressure, you will realize that majority of you have been gripping your golf club too tightly. You're trying to squeeze the entire toothpaste out. You're not trying to get a little bit for your toothbrush. So think about that, get a club, find a club and hold it. And I guarantee you, you are gripping it too tightly. So what does that mean for you? Well, imagine you're squeezing a little bit of toothpaste out, not the entire bottle. But if you're talking about numbers from 1 to 10, then you probably want to be between a 5 and a 6 with your lead hand and probably a 4 and a 5 with your trail hand, where a 10 is you've squeezed the entire toothpaste out. Got it? Let's do a quick recap. Always pick up the golf club with your lead hand. The grip with your lead hand should run through your fingers and the V should point to your left or your trail shoulder. Apply the same principle with your trail hand in your fingers and the V pointing in the left shoulder's direction. Decide what kind of grip you want to have, whether it's an overlap, interlock, or a baseball. Make sure you have the right grip pressure. And what you have is a perfect starter block for building a great golf swing. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it or want to see any more left-handed content, subscribe and let me know in the comments if this has actually helped you. I'll see you in the next one.